Here in China, people were waking up this morning watching the U.S. election results roll in what turned out to be a very good night for Donald Trump. So we thought we'd come to this alleyway and ask ordinary Chinese people what they think of the Republican frontrunner. Even though we brought along a picture with us, most people had absolutely no idea who he was, but that doesn't mean that they didn't have strong opinions on his policies. For example, Trump says China has stolen jobs from the U.S., hurting American businesses by keeping its currency too low. We described that view to this woman. She did not agree. He's wrong, she said. China just has cheaper labor than the U.S. She says it's benefited both sides and that anyone who doesn't understand that might not make a good president. This man says he's suspicious of Trump and wonders when he's going to face reality. He was referring to another talking point where the frontrunner argues he'd solve the North Korean nuclear crisis by getting China to make leader Kim Jong-un, quote, disappear one way or another. China just needs to enforce the newly adopted UN sanctions, he says. And though nearly everyone we asked had never seen the real estate mogul before, one woman had.
He is quite recognizable. See his face is really...
You're one of the few people that we've talked to on the street that knows who he is. To her, Trump's rhetoric is just a way to get elected.
Most of the people in U.S., they cannot get jobs. So they need to hate Chinese people. That's why he said Chinese people is cheating U.S.
China's state media also piled on Trump this week. An editorial in the Global Times disparaged Trump, reading, quote, at the beginning of the election, Trump, a rich narcissist and inflammatory candidate, was only treated as an underdog. His job was basically to act as a clown to attract more voters' attention to the GOP. It went on to say that his frontrunner status could harm U.S. standing in the world. Compared to that editorial, the official position of the Chinese government is much more muted.
I believe that in the end, whoever gets into the White House, the underlying trend of China-U.S. ties will not change.
Trump says he doesn't like China's policies, but as for its people...
I love China. I love the Chinese people.
So far, though, the affection does not appear to be mutual. Matt Rivers, CNN, Beijing.